First question. Has your mother ever set up your online profile? Okay, not the only one. Hi, my name is Erin. I am 34, and I have done online dating. But after my last relationship ended, my last relationship of 6 months, it ended over Thanksgiving, my mother was incessant and daily would send me matches that she would find for me, people who were perfect for Erin. And it was odd to me that 10 people a day could be perfect for me. But, okay, Mom, you're Italian, you want your grandbabies, I get it. But in the online dating thing, it's not so bad. I mean, it's got some perks. Like, you can be your best self online. You can pick out the picture of you and that one time you actually went ziplining and there's one photo evidence of it. Like, look at me, I am adventurous. And you can really plan your responses because you're so funny. You're so funny behind the computer, but in real life, awkward and really bad at flirting. But I love online dating, Erin, because I can be my best self. So now it's approaching Christmas. It's that morbid time of year, and everyone's happy with their families, and my eggs are drying up, and I'm thinking, I think it was Einstein or some coach said to get different results, you have to do something different or something like that. I'm like, okay, 2015. Different approach to dating. I'm actually going to put myself out there, and I'm actually going to flirt. And flirting for me means, all right, maybe I'll make eye contact with a stranger. Maybe I'll smile and not like a creep. Maybe I'll just strike up a conversation, but let's not push it. So now it's, in the new year, I'm feeling like I got my game plan in front of me, and it's winter doldrums, it's February, and I get kind of tired of having to be flirty and creepy to everybody I meet. I take my dog for a walk on a Saturday morning. I got my hoodie on. My nose is running because it's cold out and wind is blowing. And I noticed this creature. And I'm like, well, that's weird. Is that a jackal? I don't even know what a jackal is, but that's what went through my head. And I got curious, so I dragged my dog. My dog is like the size of a fat cat with a really bad temper. You just don't want to piss her off. And she's not a dog person by any means. So I got curious. I'm walking closer. I'm like, oh, it's a chihuahua. Oh, it's got a collar on. What's a chihuahua doing roaming the streets of the main line? Where's its pillow? Where's its caviar? Who's going to care for it? Someone's going to do something for this little dog. So I get close enough to call the number, and I'm frazzled. My dog is going crazy. I tie her to the stop sign because I need to rescue this poor little creature. And I take my headphones and I fashion a little leash, and I wait. So I got one dog trying to tear down a stop sign, the other one trying to run in the other direction, and I'm waiting for this number to call me back. I'm like, what the hell? It's been like 45 minutes. I can't feel my toes, and who is this person? And why don't they care their dog is loose? So finally the number rings. It's like waiting for that first date to call you back. And I'm like, oh, thank God. Hey, this is Louie's dad. What? You got my dog? I'm like, yeah, I got your dog. I'm in the middle of this neighborhood. Like, what do I do with it? And he's like, oh, well, you can just drop him off at my house. I'm not home, but the front door's open. I'm not going to be there for 30 minutes. I'm like, what? I'm like, I can't. My dog is going to eat it. You don't understand. She's got this bad temper, and your dog, his little tail is like trying to wag because he's excited that there's a person talking to him, but he's scared. And the guy didn't care, and I'm like so mean to him. Like, how can you not care? And I'm a bitch, I'm like pissed. So he tells me his address, and I unleash my terror, and I take the little chihuahua, and I'm like doing like Warrior 2 down the street to get these two animals to this house. And I dropped the little dog off, and I text the guy, and I told him, and he's like, oh, thank you very much. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, he sounded kind of cute. This is where the flirtation's supposed to come in. This is where I'm supposed to be flirty, Erin. And I start to probe, and he starts telling me things like, you restored my faith in humanity. And I'm like, yeah, I did. Look at me. And invited myself over. I said, I'd love to check on your dog to see how he's doing. And minutes, days, months, years go by, and I finally get the, okay. And I deflated, and I went to hide again. And I didn't write him back, but I thought to myself, I could look at this one of two ways. Okay, maybe I got rejected. Maybe he's, not into women. Maybe his ex-wife is living with him and making his life a living hell. Or maybe I accomplished something because I took flirting to the next level, and it's just going to make it that much easier next time I run into a jackal on the middle of the street.